at the 2-on-1. First being from the inside. One of the key features of this is keeping in tight. So making sure my head is buried so it's not exposed to him for counters. I also want to try and keep as much weight on my opponent as I can without breaking my structure. So I want to sink down and almost pull him down. If he continues to go down, then I just continue right into a ground technique or a takedown. What I don't want to do is position away from my opponent so that my legs are not able to reach him. I want to be able to use my legs in coordination with my hands and the movements of my upper body to facilitate takedowns or other techniques. The first one, I want to try and maintain a high grip. So just like you would on the inside of the gi or coming around the back of the shoulder, if you had the gi, I can just cup the arm and wrap it in tight. The bite is the same as we've discussed in previous videos. So I want to try and capture the arm with my elbow, just sucking it into my chest, and I can always work on filing that back to cup the elbow. So I make my initial grip, I put weight into my opponent, and I can capture the elbow. I can use a top hand. Again, if I secure this, this can be a bite between my head and my shoulder. I can work my right hand down to cup his elbow and draw the left hand back. That's going to give me a Kata Eri Dori or a gooseneck type lock. So I can, if he starts pulling his arm back, I just let it go. And this is a temporary moment. I'm not going to try and tap him here. I'm going to use this to open up other striking techniques or to improve my position for a throw. Another option from this position is if I have the wrist with a bite at the elbow and he starts backing off or posting out to the side, I just turn. So again, I'm not grabbing, I'm just covering it with my palm. So this again leaves him open to many different techniques or opens the lanes for throwing if that's where I want to go. Using some of the concepts in previous videos, again, they should be able to fit seamlessly throughout your toolbox. It's not a one-trick pony. Coming back to the hip push. So if the weight's on him, he's carrying some of my weight, I'm still stable, I can take the right arm again and just make like a downward block right into the hip. So you can see that I can access the knee for a pick to take down. I can bring it back up for a lock or a break. I can just continue on that way for an Osoto guard. So there's many different options off of these positions. I can also use this to help facilitate keeping the elbow connected to my opponent to come in for capturing either the head, if I was going to do a back turning throw, or swimming and capturing underneath the arm for a jigotai type position or an over-under. So I can transition out, I can transition into this position using the same methods. And that's the idea, is to be able to develop fluidity between these different positions using similar concepts to help.